They're going to talk about the Vietnam War. About 1966, my brother was just getting in junior high school and looking at the following year after he graduated and stuff. So when I first started really noticing it and it being on the news, the protests and stuff like that there. The time I finished it was in '68, I believe. That's when the news media really started getting, well, it got airplay back in the States. And a lot of negative from it. The protesting got worse and everything and stuff like that there. You'd hear about the battles every night. We had a big round poker table that we set up in the front room, and we ate our dinner in the front room and watched TV. And we was usually, Gilligan's Island and Hogan's Heroes. But it was always Walter Cronkite and how he opened up the news every night with the totals from the day. He did that for the entire war. So that 10 Offensive really brought a lot of attention to it. Hamburger Hill and Khe Sanh. That's when really things really started to get publicized, and I knew a couple of gentlemen that were at those locations during the war, and the guy there at Hamburger Hill said that to survive on the first night, he had to pull 2 dead bodies over the top of him because the Viet Cong had what they called night squads or kill squads that went out at night and stabbed everything just to make sure you were dead. And a lot of GIs just only pulled 1 body over the top of them. Supposedly he was, there was a documentary done on it, and supposedly he was the one who made the signs that said Hamburger Hill. But anyway, the Khe Sanh Offensive, I think the guy I worked with said that out of his entire group that was there when it started, only 27 of the originals survived. And he said it was like 70, 80 days of hell. You didn't know when you're going to get it next time or the next, Then we had the My Lai massacre. Lieutenant Calley. Supposedly they went in and wiped out an entire Vietnam village that they thought was NVA friendly, and everything, children, women, animals. That really brought a lot of backlash back in the United States. A lot of it backlash on it at there. A friend of mine, I've had several friends in the Vietnam War, of course. This guy here, he was at the embassy. He was on the second to the last helicopter out of the embassy. And we were sitting around watching the Vietnam War documentary, the 10,000 Day War. And chapter 13 was The Fall of Saigon. And he seen himself on film. The feeling or aura, whatever you want to call it, in that room totally changed, and he was back there walking on his hands and knees on the wall with all the people trying to get in the embassy. Now my personal involvement with it was that December, I think it was 2nd, 1972, my birthday came up number 16 in the lotto, military lotto. Vietnam bound, I was gone. As luck had it, Nixon, they wouldn't sign the peace accord in March of 1973. April of 1973, he abolished the draft, and in May 73, I graduated. Missed it by just 30 days, basically. You know, and boy, what can I say? I think that's about it for the Vietnam. Thank you.